Hi, this is Pierre-Yves Delacote, working at Planet Technologies. Today I wanted to talk about what is my favorite tool and what is the worst tool. So surprisingly, my favorite tool is not Teams, it's not Yammer, it's OneNote. Are you that kind of person who has a folder with a lot of paper in it? You know that today, I guess, all the papers you have in a folder are digital first, then you print them. It's not very good for the planet. And I'm working at Planet Technologies. So I'd rather use OneNote to file everything. So I take notes. It's not just about taking notes, organizing notes. It's also every piece of information I can put it in a OneNote block note, OneNote folder, and I can even print anything in OneNote. That's a feature that not a lot of people actually know. You can print, and instead of printing into your printer, click, select, look around, and you'll find that you can print in OneNote. So you will print in a section and it will print the image of your document. So whatever document it is, a PDF, an image, whatever it is, you can print anything in your OneNote, just like having a folder with a lot of piece of papers. Not anymore. Everything is digital. And what is cool about it, you can add notes on top of what you print into your OneNote. So it's really handy. It's mobile. And it's just like my personal knowledge base of every kind of information that are useful to me. Every link, every web link, every internal link, every SharePoint link, every Teams link, whatever I can link into a OneNote, and I can search among thousands of notes. I can have a section for every customer, for every project. This is my Bible. OneNote is my Bible. And my worst tool is Outlook. It's not just the tool, it's the bad habits people took around using Outlook. I feel this is the most, how can I say that? It can trigger really bad aggressive behaviors. And I don't like when people are it's no, it's rare that when people are flaming in email, people start to understand that's not a way to behave. But there are passive aggressive behavior with email, like you receive a meeting request without any subject, not knowing if you're actually available, and you don't have any context on the meeting request. There's no discussion before the meeting request. And so that's pretty, to me, it's really not respectful. It's not taking a lot of time to explain the context to somebody. It's usually the person who's sending the meeting request doesn't want to have a discussion with the people he's inviting. So it's for their benefit, but not for your benefit. And I think it's, you know, it's a lack of politeness and empathy. So that's why I don't like Outlook. So I focus on using OneNote, and even if it's a personal tool first, it's also a tool that I share with everybody. By the way, I'm really open to what I do in my company. So everything I do, I share it. All my OneDrives are open, unless it's really not useful, like my expenses. So most of my OneDrive folder, I by default share within the company with everyone. My calendar is fully open to anyone in the company. So I'm really transparent of what I'm doing, because I think that being transparent, is also sharing my OneNotes obviously, can help people. Because if they want to have access to my calendar, if they want to know what I'm doing, even if it doesn't have all the context, and maybe they should ask me before sending me a meeting request, it gives them context. Am I in-house or not? Am I traveling or not? So it gives some context, and it gives information, and everything I produce is shared with everybody. And that's my legacy is open to anyone. So that's how I see the collaboration is whatever you do, you share it with everybody, because on one hand it's not my propriety, it's the company propriety, and on the other hand it's good for the business to share. So best tool OneNote, worst tool Outlook. It's not really the tool, but the bad usage that people can have with Outlook. So that was my not tip of the day, but let's say the tools of the day. See you.